Hello guys, welcome to Open Techno. Today on the channel we have what is possibly the best audio recorder on the market. And why do I say this? Because nowadays, artificial intelligence is trending, and this little device we have here, which has been developed by Plouth, a startup, a new company that has created this small device, the Plouth Note AI. A device that allows us to record voice notes, but they can be regular voice notes or even phone calls. It's a tiny device. As you can see, it fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. It's the size of a card, and besides having the ability to record audio, voice notes, and calls, as I was saying, we have the option to integrate with Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer 4, which currently allows us to record, transcribe, and summarize all our voice notes. What should we do with this Plouth Note? To tell you a bit more about Plouth, it's a newly created company, as I mentioned, but already 10,000 users have trusted it to purchase this Plouth Note. And honestly, I think it's a very interesting device, so that's why we're going to take a look at it in this video. Let me tell you, it comes from the United States. Many YouTubers have tried it, people like it, and it's getting a lot of attention. And well, now it's starting to arrive in Europe, and I'm really excited to be trying it out. And honestly, I've pretty much told you everything, but let's see, how does this device work? And for that, first of all, let's check out the unboxing, because the unboxing of this product is really worth seeing. Let me show you. As you can see, here we have the packaging of the Plouth Note, and well, we have some 2024 design awards. As you can see, it also includes more safety features. And the back comes with 2 stickers in pure Apple style, a very minimalist box and packaging design. If we open it, well, here's what we get. Here we have different instructions for, well, how we can connect it, a quick start guide, and so on. But I'm telling you, it's not necessary because it's very easy to use. First, we get the device itself, which we can take out easily like this. As you can see now that you're looking at it up close, it's very thin. Honestly, I love the design. It's beautiful. Here we have the buttons, as I mentioned, to record calls, to record voice notes, and the button to start recording. Setting this aside for now, you'll also see what we have here. Well, we have a small magnet in case we want to turn our old iPhone into an iPhone with MagSafe and stick it to the back like this. And then the case, which, as you know, I don't need because the iPhone 14 already has MagSafe built in. Lastly, in the box, we get the magnetic charger to charge this device, which we will rarely have to use. That being said, what do we find? Well, we have the Plouth Note AI, this device that, as I was saying, is the size of a card. We have it in 3 colors. We have it in a metallic gray, we have this silver, and then we have an intermediate color. Any of them is going to be very nice. As for the construction, we have a device made entirely of metal, both the front and the back, very minimalist with only 2 buttons. We have the button to start recording and the button to select whether we want a voice note or a call. Then we would have, as I mentioned, a minimalist design on the back. The only thing we are going to find is the charging and data transfer port. We would find the microphones at the top, and along with this, as you saw in the unboxing, it comes with a small case, which we are going to put in. I won't insert this recorder fully, as doing so would make the video heavier and less dynamic. But we could put it as a case on the back of our iPhone, using the MagSafe connection. Once it's on, as you can see, the device would be very well integrated. It practically looks like an original Apple case. The quality is very good, so there's nothing to complain about in that regard. Also, the case has the typical slot to slide the card out. And then we also have the charging port, so when the Plouth Note is fully inserted, we can charge it without taking it out of the case. And what is this case for? Well, of course it's for protection, because the interesting part of this Plouth Note is going to be at the top. Microphones and buttons, when we want to record, we just press them. We'll always have this accessible. Now, having seen this, let's see how the mobile app works, because that's what's important in the end. But before anything else, what will be the use we give to this type of device? Well, 2 main uses come to mind. I can think of the possibility of using it during calls, for example, work calls, if for instance we have a long call. And then we want to receive from ChatGPT a summary of the entire call of the important points. Well, this will do it for us completely autonomously. I can also think of the possibility of recording, for example, a class when we go to university, classes where, for instance, we have 2 hours in a row, maybe we lose focus, or whatever. We want to have them recorded, so we record them in audio, but then also the app is going to generate the entire transcription for us, as well as a summary, which we'll see later is also completely customizable, which is really great. It's important to say that this device is very simple to use, you just need to pair it with your phone. We hold down the only button we have on the right, and it automatically connects via Bluetooth to our phone. On the other hand, if we want to start recording, we just tap it once and it will start recording, although we can also do it from the mobile app. As I mentioned, it's important to have it set to the right to record voice notes or to the left to record conversations, such as calls. We can also see it by this little red light, and with that said, let's move on to see how the mobile app looks and what options it offers us. As you can see, here we have the app, and once inside, the first thing we'll have at the top is the battery indicator and the mode indicator right now. As you can see, we have it in call mode, but if I lower it, the little light would switch to voice memo recording mode. In this case, we're gonna have different things here, like USB access enabled, and we'll also have the option to configure settings, like setting up auto power off and updating our cloud note. We'll have the microphone gain if we want to record notes in RAW for higher quality, which I think isn't necessary. And then, well, before anything else, let me also explain the plans we're going to have for this cloud note for free. We'll have minutes, we'll be able to use it for free without any problem. As you can see, we have 300 minutes of transcription per month for free, but after that, we have a paid plan, which, well, gives us some extra features, but the main one is that it gives us 1,200 minutes of recording per month. Afterwards, we can buy minutes separately. We can buy 6,000 minutes, 120 minutes for €3. Well, this is totally up to our preference. The annual plan costs €89, and I think it's really worth it, especially, well, if you use it a lot, but you'll see that for yourselves. Now, how does it work? Well, we can just press the little record button here, and as you can see, the app would immediately start recording an audio note. In this case, you're going to be surprised, but I have my phone set to English, so all the transcriptions will be done in English, but if you had it in Spanish, the transcriptions would be done in Spanish. So, well, we're recording everything I'm saying in this video, and well, I'm also going to talk to you, for example, about its build quality. This cloud note is metallic, we have a minimalist front part, an LED right on the A part, 2 buttons, dual microphones for recording higher quality. And well, as you can see right now, I have the cloud note quite far from my mouth, so yeah. After these 43 seconds of recording, let's hit save, go to files, and you'll see that we already have the recording here. Now, for example, for the transcript, we're going to click generate, and here we have, well, different templates in which we can convert our recording. I'm going to choose the first one, for example. Right now, I don't really have any preference, so I'm going to set it to translate it into Spanish. As I said before, I couldn't do it, but I set it up here, click generate, and now it works. In the meantime, we can listen to our recording. It would sound really good, and we can also move it forward right here directly. Well, this is basically a typical voice note recording app, and now you can see that the entire transcription is perfectly done here. We would have, as I mentioned, the summary, which would be, so to speak, the recap of everything we've been talking about. Questions and answers. Well, the build quality, and it organizes the build quality for us. The distance to the device, I'm pretty far away, but it sounds good. We have the consultation meeting compared to recording a voice note using an app on a mobile device. Well, it caught everything we were talking about and turned it into a summary for us. It can also create a mind map for us. Well, here we have some issues with the transcription, the date and time, the location, which aren't added. We would have to do that manually. And well, it organizes the questions and answers for us, and the summary, which is another way to organize it. But for me, the summary already seems really cool. You might be wondering about cybersecurity. Where are these conversations recorded? Well, first on our phone, but then they're uploaded to the cloud, to the Google Cloud, so they're encrypted, which means we can be sure they're being stored in a safe place. Google Cloud is one of the main cloud services. In addition, we have a battery that can record notes for up to 30 hours, so we really don't have to worry about any of this. And it can last on standby for up to 60 days, so the battery of this device is not a problem. Also, we're going to charge it in an instant with the fast charger. Just so you get an idea, we have 64 gigabytes of storage, which is practically impossible to fill, even if we don't have the mobile app connected. And finally, let me mention that besides the mobile, we will also be able to view the recordings on the web application. And with that said, many of you might be wondering, okay, very interesting. It might help me for university. It might help me with different things. Everyone has their own particular situation. But how much does this Cloud Note cost? Well, this Cloud Note costs about $160 with no problem in euros. Of course, you already know it's about 8 or 9% less. And also, you'll get a 5% discount if you buy it through the link we leave in the description. That said, I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions about this device, you can leave them below in the comments. Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.